What the hell, man? Okay, there's something funky going on with this software. Hello, my name's Stuart and welcome to this video. Now in this video we're going to be taking a look at Luminar 4. Now I haven't installed it, I haven't done nothing with it because I want to get my first reaction on camera as to my experiences with this piece of software. Now if you don't know the history between me and Luminar, you can check out this video here where I completely slate version 3 because it never worked correctly on my system. Skylum have contacted me and asked me to take a look at Luminar 4. They want to have a meeting with me at the photography show, so it wouldn't be fair for me to go and bitch about their software without having first tried it. And as I have stated before, Luminar 3 never worked on this system, so if this worked it will be a brilliant update, but I would have hoped that they would have fixed Luminar 3 rather than releasing number 4, but I digress. Okay, what we have, plugins for Photoshop, Lightroom. Yeah, go on then, we'll do that, why not? Sit back, relax and get ready to make incredible photos with Luminar 4. Well, while this is taking its time installing, I'm just wondering, has Skylum actually looked at my previous video where I completely trashed Luminar 3? They must be brave if they haven't given me Luminar 4. Either that, or it's a marvellous piece of software and it actually works on my system. After a quick restart, we now have Luminar 4 installed, so let's launch it up and just see how good it is. So I'm going to create a new catalogue. Luminar 3 never works, so I don't want to bring in that catalogue. And it's just to prove something, that some people said that Luminar 3 didn't work properly because I got such a huge image library, and in my opinion I don't. But it's the same library that Lightroom uses, and Lightroom works flawlessly. So let's just give this a go, shall we? So I'm expecting this to boot up quite quickly because we haven't got our images loaded in there yet. Or I need to activate it, so back in 2 secs. Boom. And we're back. Okay, let's add folder of images. I'm going to come over to my Judge of Heavens. I still haven't renamed that hard drive from when I changed over to macro photography 2 years ago. We're coming here, we go to project. And archive. So in archive we have 2018, 19 and 20. These are the years I've been doing macro photography. So we click on the archive and we're going to click OK, and we are now going to build our catalogue for the next couple of hours. I think it's actually going a bit quicker. Last time we did this with Luminar 3 it took 4 hours I believe to create the catalogue. Granted there's less images then, that was last year. This one seems to be going a lot quicker, hopefully it's improved. Let's talk about Luminar now and the differences between Luminar and Lightroom. The main difference is with Luminar it's a one-time purchase, so you pay the price for Luminar 4 and that's it, you've got it for the rest of your life. It's not subscription based, so that is a great attraction to people that don't like the subscription based method of Adobe. It's got catalogues in it. Luminar 3 did have catalogues. As you know, I didn't really get to use it because it wouldn't work, so I'm fingers crossed. I'm really hoping they have addressed those issues and fixed that in Luminar 4 because it did look like a promising piece of software, particularly for people that don't like Lightroom. So I've stated previously and I keep saying it, Luminar 2018 was a great piece of software, but it was lacking the catalogue and the organisation side of stuff that Lightroom does. A lot of my edits I do in Photoshop, so I don't necessarily need all of the high-end stuff that Luminar or Lightroom offers. I just like to do a little bit of tweaks in them, take it to Photoshop, clean up and then output to my social media. So for them to include a library now with Luminar was very promising. I just hope with Luminar 4 I actually get to use it. Gave me something to do while we're waiting for the library to build, which is going extremely fast compared to Luminar 3. As I said, Luminar 3 was 4-5 hours around there. I mean, I started it, waited 10-20 minutes and then I was gone. I went out for dinner instead. This one appears to be going a lot faster. We're at 94%. Well done Skylum, you've speeded up that process. We're getting photos. This is a lot quicker than number 3 was. I'm going to skip straight over to 2020. Let's see what it brings up. So my library is running off a spinner hard drive, so this is worst case scenario you will probably see. This computer is 8 years old So if you've got anything younger, or if you're running it on an SSD, it is going to be a lot quicker than what you're seeing here. But that is good news. I'm going to pick out my favourite jumping spider image that I've taken this year. Is of Susan. Here we go. Here. I'm going to make sure that we are seeing the RAW file and not the JPEG. How can I see the information? I can't see what information it is. Come on, I want to actually edit. Oh man. So this is things where I don't like software, because in Lightroom, you hover over any image, it tells you what that file name is. And right now, I am looking for the CR3 file that this image is, and I can't see anywhere on here where I'm selecting it to tell me. Let's have a look now. Ah, there we go. Right. You've still got to select the image itself. I'd like it if it popped up and I've hover over it. When you hover over the thumbnail, it pops up telling you what the image it is. But the one we are looking for is not the PSD or the JPEG, but CR3. That's the one we want. So we're going to edit this now. Go into the edit. Okay, we've got some looks down here. So, all right, let's have a look. Remove color cast. No. Okay, so this is basically our basic tab that we would have in Lightroom. Look at advanced settings. We have our tone curve here. Lots of presets. That's nice. That's nice to be able to play with. I'm going to reset everything. I don't want that remove color cast on there. So if we could reset it. Oh my god, how do you reset it? Adjustment, reset adjustment. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at enhance. So this is the AI enhancement. Let's see how it deals with macro photos. No, it didn't do a bad job actually. AI enhancer is not going to work, obviously. Let's just get it zoomed in there. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Zoom in! Now obviously I don't know how to use Luminar. Since number 3 came out, I just ditched it, I threw it away, so there's no point in me learning it. But I'm assuming that zoom in just doesn't work maybe. What? Where's it gone now? What's going on? What? I am at a loss for words here. Okay, let's select that. What the heck? I don't know what's going on here. This is going all over the place. Right, let's reset it again. Adjustments, reset. Thank you. Right, I have the plus icon. All I want to do is zoom into the eyes. I want to see the sharpness of the eyes. So let's just click once, and it worked this time. Thank you. Right, I want to see the. I'll carry on. I want to see the AI enhance. See what the difference is. So it's basically just boosted the overall exposure of the image. AI structure, what's this one? Ooh, let's have a look. That reminds me of the textual dehaze, maybe. Let's zoom in there. It's almost like it's enhancing the out of focus areas, but it's also blowing the highlights. We don't want to blow the highlights out, and we don't want to enhance the out of focus areas either, because it's macro photography. Let's look at color, saturation, environments. Obviously we want to boost the saturation. Advanced settings, we have all of the hues. That's the same things you get in Lightroom. Okay, black and white conversion. We're not going to touch that, obviously. Details enhancer. Wow, let's play with this one. Hello. Thank you. Okay. Whenever you're doing with details, you've got to zoom all the way in. So we're going to have a look now. Look at small details. Does that do? Oh, that does actually not a bad job. Medium details. I don't like the large details. Small details though is not that bad. Problem we're getting is we're getting a little bit haloing, but again, this is something we have to practice. We have to fine tune the numbers for our particular camera. But that's looking promising straight off the bat there. Let's do a before and after. There's a before. There's the after. Not bad. If we could get rid of these little halos, that would look alright. Okay, let's sharpen. Okay. Is it sharpening the noise as well? Yeah, it is sharpening the noise as well. But that's no different. The problem we've got these little like halos. But it's still promising. If we was to learn software, we might be able to incorporate this in our workflow. Let's go to advanced details protection. What does that do? That's pretty quick. Get rid of that. I want to bring down the sharpening again, because for some reason it's gone really bright. Do I click on something to make it go bright? Right, AI enhance, I'm going to bring that down. Okay, denoise, let's see how good this is at denoise. Okay. This is what stops me from using it, because I'm not seeing instant results. I'm having to wait and wait and wait for it to generate the preview. It's just too slow on my machine. And yes, I can speed it up by moving my catalog over to an SSD, but my SSDs are used for doing the video and the video editing, so that just has no space. And to be fair, Lightroom works perfectly okay on my spinner, so it's not really an argument, I'll be honest. I mean, it's doing a good job, but you've got to use these sliders very sparingly. Let's have a look here. What are these ones? Sky replacement. Obviously we're not going to do that at the moment. Sunrays dynamic. What's this one? Whoa, don't want that. Matte look. Matte look. I went through a phase of using matte look last year, and I'm kind of getting phased out of it now. I'm a bit done with it. Mystical. What's mystical? Oh man, look at that. Gives it a nice 70s porn vibe. Oh god. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'd have to try that on some model shoots. Right, color styles, LUTs. We can use, this is one thing I wish we could do in Lightroom, is use LUTs. I mean, it'd be so great to just bring in a LUT that I use into Lightroom. Now obviously I haven't created any presets in this yet. Texture overlays is another one that I like, where we can load up a texture. Let me do that now. I'm going to load up. Let me see. Products completed. Macro background spring collection. A4 version. We'll bring in number 3. Okay. And I want to desaturate it, because I don't want the colour to affect the actual image. And the blend mode needs to go to soft light. And what that's going to do is going to give these little bits of texture around the edges here. And obviously when you've got more time, you'd mask out the actual spider, because you don't want that texture over the top of the spider. Glow, we don't want glow. Film grain, and the height grain in my images at full stop, so we don't want that in there, do we? What we've got down here, smiley face. What's this? Skin enhancer, portrait enhancer, high key, auto effect. Pro. What's the pro? Advanced contrast. Ooh, okay. So we can add a little bit of contrast in there. That's nice. Adjustable gradients, dodge and burn, color enhancer. Let's make it a little bit warmer. Not so much that. There we go. And split toning. So we've got all the tools that you could possibly want. My only concern again is it's still a little bit slow for my system. That's not going to be the case with yours necessarily. I know for a fact this runs brilliantly on Macs because I have a friend who has it on a Mac and it runs flawlessly. But what I can say is it's a drastic improvement over number 3. Number 3, that would take up to 10 minutes to even open up on my system. Let's just compare that now, shall we? Let's exit out. And then we're going to load up. I'm just going to see how long it takes to actually load. That is much better. Straight into it. Much better. Much improved. So I'll give a thumbs up to Skylum for improving software. Thumbs down for not fixing number 3 though, because at the end of the day, what the hell has happened to that? They are improving and they are starting to become a competitor for Lightroom, particularly if you don't want to use a subscription-based software. Let's go and have a look at, I'm not doing the sky replacement because a lot of people go on about the sky replacement. I want to have a look at the skin enhancement. I need to come over to October where I did my spider shoot. And I might have to blur some of this out because there is a bit of nudity in here. But this is the thing that I'm on about. I've clicked on there now and I'm having to wait. And for me, if I have to wait for something, my creativity goes away. I'm bored waiting already. Okay, so what we want to do here is go to edit. And I want to play with the skin enhancement now. Where was that now? Was it this one? Again, I'm having to wait. I don't want to wait. I just want to get into it. AI skin enhancement. AI skin defect removal. Okay, we can go with that. Okay, let's zoom it in a little bit and see how this handles the skin. Now, in fairness, Lightroom won't even touch skin. But I'd have to take this image into Photoshop to edit it. Let's just whack it right up and see what happens. Not a bad job. Let's let it process. Come on, let's go. What about these areas down here? Come on. No. It's not going to work on this instance. I suspect it's one of them things that works if you have the perfect image. A bit like the images they demonstrate when cutting things out in Photoshop, you know, they have the perfect image to cut out to make it look good. Portrait enhancer. Oh, okay, what's this one? Face light. Oh, okay. Red eye removal, eye whitening. Well, it actually detected and made them look like a Goa'uld from Stargate, but you know, it's there. Eye enhancer. Hey, that works not bad though. We look here. We just look here. If we just look here, just give it a minute. I'll click it again. No. Hey, get there eventually. Like my wife, you know, she's nice, she's pleasant, and she gets there eventually. Okay, let's let's have a look at this there. Let's turn off this face light because that's really overdoing it. I just want to have a look at the eye enhancer. Yeah, actually not doing a bad job. I'll give it a thumbs up for that. That kind of works not bad. Okay, slim face. It actually slims the face down. Enlarge eyes. Oh, that's funny. Whee! Eyebrow improvement. I tell you what though, the eyebrow improvement worked quite well. By that I mean it's worked well in recognising where the eyebrows are and that. And I mean, I know I'm taking the piss a little bit here, but it is recognising these areas and improving them. And again, getting to know the software will really help you be able to do this. But that worked if you like your images janky and looking porcelain and you want to, you know, stick them on Facebook. That's okay. I think I'll still stick to Photoshop for doing the high-end retouching. Let me show you what that image actually looks like when finished. First of all, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to turn it to... What the fuck? What the hell, man? Okay, let's get back to... Okay, there's something funky going on with this software. What? I was literally in the middle of working on an image and it's just jumped me off over to the BenQ review. What? God. Okay, let's come back here. You're telling me I've got to find that image again? Nah, no, forget it. Okay. So it's a big improvement over Luminar 3. It's still not in the stage where I would recommend it over Lightroom. Now, if you're in a situation where you don't want to pay the subscription fee, you have a decent hard drive to make it go faster, then I would say yes, give Luminar a look. They have a free trial. I'm not going to link to it. You can use Google because I only endorse products on this channel that I actually use. At the moment, I'm not using Luminar. I just took a look at it as, you know, out of respect for Skylum. They want to meet with me. I'm going to give them my opinion at the photography show when we meet. And it's just that unless you're on a high-end system, it's going to slow you down too much. And as you can see, there's a few bugs in here where it comes to... I mean, I was in the middle of editing an image and it just threw me out into a different folder. And that's just going to throw me off when I can just easily come in here now and just use Lightroom. You can see here what I'm on about. When I hover over an image, Lightroom shows me what file that is. Now this is the image now in Lightroom when I finished editing it in Photoshop, because obviously I use Photoshop for this image. And the one I really wanted to find was, there's this one here. I wanted to find that one and this one. But obviously because I haven't gone through the catalogue and favoured which ones I like, it's harder to find because there's 400 odd images. But again, I still prefer Lightroom. It's faster, it's more reliable, and this is just off the few minutes I've been in Lightroom. When you spend 5 or 10 minutes in a piece of software and it already starts playing up, I can't carry on using it because it's breaking my creativity. Now all of this, I am actually going to use it more. I'm going to write down all the little bugs that I find. I'm going to give them all that feedback when I meet with Skylum at the photography show. I'm not writing Luminar off. It'd be fantastic if they could fix the bugs, work on it and improve it, because at the end of the day, we need competition in the market to help push technology forward and to help the prices be more competitive. Now with Lightroom, again, I'm on the same hard drive and it works fast. It is fast. I mean, if I come up here, you know, I can just click on any of these, and that is basically because Lightroom goes ahead and creates these preview files that make it launch really quickly. I think Luminar need to do that. They need to not be loading up from the original raw file, just create some sort of preview file, a proxy file as you will, to help with speeding up the software. But my major concern is, as you saw while we were editing an image, it threw me out into a different folder. There's lag when I'm trying to zoom in and out. That breaks my creativity. I want fast and responsiveness. And even though I'm using an 8-year-old machine, Lightroom still responds quickly. Luminar is not. However, it is an improvement. When it comes to this, yeah, they've got some great AI features. I think they need to stop working on AI features and just work on the bugs. Work on fixing it. Make it run better. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your software is at enhancing images. If it's slow, it's going to negatively impact the user's creativity. That's where I'll also leave this one. Again, it is an improvement. They're getting there. It's just not quite there yet. If you want me to do some more videos about Luminar 4, if you want me to try and put up with the bugs with it and the speed of the system, I can go ahead and do that. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. But for now, my name's Stuart Wood. And again, as always, I'll see you on the next one. While it's installing, I'm thinking to myself, how's Skylum actually... It says, oh, you got too many images in there. So anyway, out there it says, I got too many images. Oh, fuck it, do it again. So while it's doing that, let me bring you on a little trip. Let me show you why I've not been getting out much. That is why I'm not getting out much. That is a brand new storm coming in. Because we've already had one storm coming in. It's come and gone. Now we've got a second one that is coming in now. So that's why the slider review has been postponed, because I've not been able to get outside to get some outside slider shots for the review. So there you go. That's what's happening with all of the outside stuff. Macro adventures, anything to do with camera gear review for outside. That's why we're not doing it, because I'm not taking my gear out in that weather. I just hope that with Luminar floor, hello? That is not grabbing it from the snowball mic. Let's try this instead. Hello? Hello? That's better. Tell you what. You know, you do one little restart and then your microphone just stops working. You have to re-add it in OBS. Why the hell did it just throw me out for anyway? I mean, come on. Where the hell was that image? Well, at least it loads up quicker this time. At least I'm not waiting 10 minutes before I can do a video. Oh, we'll have to blur that one. We'll have to blur that one out. Okay. You can see what I'm on about. It's just too slow. It's just too slow. Like an old iPhone. You click on something, nothing happens. Again, it is much improved over Luminar 3. Luminar 3 wouldn't even load. But a polished turd is still a turd. I have to delete that. Forget that one.